We are back on the PHLY Eagles podcast from the set of Unblocked with Brandon Graham. It is Brandon Graham and BG. The Eagles, just like they were last week and just like the week before, still undefeated.
Yep.
Plenty to talk about, though. Let's talk defensive line because I think Eagles fans are, happy to be 4-0, but they're a little bit on edge about the edge, I guess.
Yep.
Agbo Okoronkwo suffers an injury, goes on injured reserve. Nolan Smith is on IR. The Eagles have just a half a sack on the season from their edge rushers. Is this something that you would be concerned about, or is it something that, preach patience?
I just say patience because Coach, he had to build with us last year.
Yeah.
And, of course, you ain't got some of the big names that we had last year. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you got to know your personnel, who can do what and what you – and I feel like Vic does a great job of asking players to do certain things. I mean, it could be a thing where Jahad go to an end and start pressing when Nolan come back, when you get N'Kobe back. I mean, it's so many different things that can happen, but it's just all about how they want to play the cards. And so I feel like Vic is the wizard with that. I'm looking to see how he adjusts because it's about adjusting. And then we gotta stay healthy because we can't have too many people going on IR. And,
all these triceps.
I know, man. That's a funny little one too because it's not often you got people hurting triceps. It's more biceps than triceps.
Okay, and you know all about it.
I know all about it, and that's if what's the name toured, he out for the year because it take 4 months.
Well, unless he pulls a U,
unless he
pulls a U and gets back for the Super Bowl
and come back. But I think he'd be more in the clear. If he come back, that time to because when did I do mine? I did mine November.
Yes,
and he did his September. Yes. So to give him at least 3.5, 4 months.
What you're talking about with Vic about him like understanding his personnel and getting to know it, and then catering the scheme to everybody's skill sets. Do you find that is different than other coordinators you've played for?
Yeah, I just think that comes with the wisdom of being around ball for a while and just seeing certain body types of guys and being like, oh man, I coached a guy like you. I feel like this should be your position. You should do this. Like Zach Bond, I'm sure he's seen somebody of Zach's stature and how he plays and was like, man, let me move here. I didn't move that guy here, but I feel like you'd be good here. And man, that was perfect. That was like love at first sight.
No doubt about it. And he was exactly right. It's
he
crazy.
Knew right away. He put him right there.
Insane.
Even though Zach was mad and didn't want to go.
Right.
But he happy now.
He sure is. And he's playing at a very high level, as is Jahad Campbell.
Yep.
Do you think that, we know Howie's always active.
Yep.
To me, if he's going to make a big trade, I think edge is possible.
Oh, yeah.
How difficult would it be for somebody to come in midstream and pick things up?
I don't think it would be bad. It's just more about just bring your skills. Your skills. That's all you need because Vic doesn't make it. He don't want to make it complicated, but you have to do your job. And in times where he lets you loose and you go rush is up to you. It's just knowing who your personnel is that's with you, like your D tackle that you're rushing against, how he likes to rush, and where are you supposed to be when we rushing together. You got to have that cohesive rush because if you have a B gap that's wide open, that's where I don't care if you win your one-on-one, that's where the quarterback can step up and escape the pocket. You want to be able to collapse a pocket on them. And when y'all all not on the same page, that's where it gets tough. And sometimes it just takes reps together to know how certain guys like to rush. Because I know Fletch likes to be in the B gap. That's outside the guard. He never really come inside of the A gap. He really never went inside a lot unless it was asked of him to do that.
Okay.
But in me knowing that, I would play off him if I feel he gets too far up the field, I'll come up under him. You
caught yourself.
But I definitely replace him or where he was to try to fill the big hole that becomes when he goes too far up the field past the quarterback. And so that's where if he do get somebody, it got to be somebody experienced, which I know it will be. But that's what you got to fight against, like getting that chemistry together.
Do you think Do you think they need to do that? Add in somebody?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I think that Zadarius.
And I know everybody's thinking, "Oh, what about Brandon Graham?" But you're gonna have to watch Wednesday's episode of Unblocked to find out the answer to whether or not that's a possibility.
And by January, you let me know how that works.
How about Jalen Carter? Because he spoke after the game that he knows that his numbers are not where some people might have expected, but he's still making an impact. I mean, he's pretty obviously playing through pain.
He playing through some stuff right now.
Oh no! Oh, here we go again. Always this segment.
Hey, we did that.
What am I doing wrong?
I know. Hey, a couple of them. I had already held in mind. It was like how you breathe them down, but this time that thing just forced its way out.
Yeah.
But Jalen Carter, he's getting there. He's a warrior, somebody that's fighting through some stuff. Landon, same thing.
Yeah.
But it's gonna get better. Hopefully they get them that Thursday 10-day window where he'll start feeling a little better. But right now it's grind time.
What do you see from him, Jalen?
I see that they giving him a lot of attention. As you know,
I mean, he helps make that Morrow sack.
Oh yeah, that was a sweet little rush with them doing their stunt. And man, I was happy because that's what we got. You got to be selfless in that. Mm-hmm. Like for Jalen Carter to take two and then let Morrow come around and get the sack. Of course, we're gonna give Morrow the sack.
Come up under him, you might say.
No. Yeah. but
fill the big hole.
Fill the big hole. The hole that you create from going too far somewhere. But I know that. But Morrow always giving the praise. Like, man, I appreciate that. Like, you just want to. You just want to get that recognition from at least your teammate, if nobody noticed it. But Jalen Carter was definitely a reason why, because he got to take two.
Have there been times in your career where guys were less willing to do that dirty work for somebody else, or like really more arguing over sacks and stuff like that?
Yep.
Here.
Yeah, I know.
I see you. I see it.
You see me. And I told you it get like that. But who was funny? We only had him for 1 year. Was Mike Bennett.
Okay.
Definitely be like, yeah, BG, you go sacrifice yourself. I just come under and get the sack. Hey, my Michael Bennett boy, he definitely was. He used to be pimp.
And then what other people might not know is there is the, like, if you share a sack, or it's like two guys get there at the same time, there's then like sometimes they get
sometimes who touched them first,
right?
Or
and then that week you'll have like, I'll pay you if you let me have this sack, something like that. Right?
Well, if you can. So this will happen sometimes, because sometimes people don't want, like, you can't do it like that. But sometimes if you see that it was clearly your sack, but they gave him credit too,
right? You can submit it to the league.
You can submit it to the league, but sometimes you don't, because that's your guy. You like,
right?
Man, I want him to get a sack or half a sack,
right?
Get on the stat sheet, but. Sometimes, like a Fletch, it don't matter if you his guy or not. Nah, man, that's my sack. Which is cool, because
he's doing all the other dirty work anyway. If he gets there,
which I never took it personal on that, even though I used to take stuff personal. But I was like, look, man, sometimes you call, sometimes you try to turn it in, and they still be like, nah, that's still his sack, or man, I've seen it where he turned it in and it became his sack and not his sack.
Right.
Like you tried to turn it in and get credit for you, and you already had credit.
Oh, you had a half, and he's trying to get the
half,
full,
and you want the
and
full,
then they give the full to somebody else,
and then they get the full to him because
that's funny.
It's like, well, yeah, he had majority of the sack, so that really is his sack. And boy, oh man, could you just imagine like how hot you got to be when you think that you're about to get the full sack and then you lose the whole thing when you had a half.
Well, you think about it, right? It's after the season's over, nobody's going to be looking at those. They're just going to see the number. And so if you're a guy in a contract year, you might be more willing to.
And that's when I'm willing to help in that sense too.
Yeah.
Somebody that's trying to get paid. Me at this level, if I get a half with you and you feel it's yours, turn it in, man.
Yeah.
I'm 15 years in.
Yeah.
It's all good. Like, 70 something sacks already. I'm cool.
Is there one that you remember from your career that's like I should have had this one, but I didn't submit it or something like that?
Oh yeah, it's a couple, but I just remember having those conversations. I can't remember specifically which ones, but
Okay.
I know that there was some in there. It's a lot of them that I missed. I said I wanted to get a highlight tape of all the sacks I missed and see what I would have had if I wouldn't have missed them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he just get out. You like, how did he get out my hands like that last play of the Super Bowl? I'm like, how did Brady shake me off like that?
Yeah.
You know, but it's all technique stuff. So I just want to get one of all the ones that I would have had.
That'd be good.
That'd be sweet. I said, then I really know the real number of what I would have had.
Right.
If that would have been a Hall of Fame year.
Okay. Good
or
stuff.
Hall of Fame career.
All right. That's it. Brandon Graham. Make sure you check out the Unblocked Podcast on Wednesday. Lots of good talk about BG's future. Here.
Yeah.
All that good stuff. What's going on with the Eagles? You know, all the drama off the field, but an undefeated team, all that good stuff we get into